one of my 5-day motivation makeover challenge. I am so excited to have you here today. I am going to share something really special with you that is really going to help you to get some clarity on where you're at now and where you're headed, alright? So, before we start, I'm just going to share with you a little story about me. Now, I've spent the last few years absolutely struggling so hard with motivation, like really doing really well for like a few weeks at a time, and then I would find myself just going through this period of unmotivated and not getting much done for a week or 2 weeks, and then feeling like I was right back at square one. And I've managed to develop some really amazing techniques that have helped me move through that. And I've worked with absolutely hundreds of women, just like you and me, who have been through that motivation roller coaster, right? You know what I'm talking about. If you're here, you definitely know what I'm talking about. So you feel like you just keep going around the hamster wheel, you know? Like you'll do really well, you'll get your food on point, you'll be smashing the gym, you're on top of the world, you feel like you can achieve anything you set your mind to, and then you get your period or something comes up where you just start to feel like shit, and you have a week off or a few bad days, and it just keeps going with that pattern, right? So the important thing that we need to get right today is that number one, you know exactly where you're at right now, and number two, you know where you're headed, but more importantly, what the difference is between where you're at now and where you're headed. So we're going to figure out what the actual steps would look like for you to get to where you want to be. Make sense? Alright, so the first thing that I want you to do is get a piece of paper, and you are going to draw a big circle like this, okay? And then you're going to divide it into 6 parts. So a line down the middle, a line here, and a line here, yeah? And then in each of those parts, you're going to label it. So you're going to have one category is going to be health and fitness. Your second category is going to be career and business. Then you're going to have family and relationships, fun, finances, spirituality and emotions. So feel free to pause me if you need some time to draw that circle, because I'm just going to keep moving through the explanation, okay? So once you've got your circle and you've labelled all your categories, you're going to rate each one out of 10, okay? So you might have, just to give you an example, you're going to put a little line for each one. So for health and fitness, you might be at an 8 or a 4, whatever. Career and business, you might be at a 5. Family and relationships, you might be at 9. Fun, you might be at a 9. Wherever you are, just give it a number and rate yourself out of 10, okay? Alright, great. So once you've done that, we are going to do a little exercise. And the thing that I want you to remember before we actually get started is that we are not looking to move mountains here. We're not looking to make every single category in your circle a 10 out of 10. All I want you to do is think about what we talked about before, the small actionable steps and what you can do to improve your categories by 1 point only. So say for example, say your relationship category was a 5 out of 10. And you wanted to improve that to a 6. I want you to just write down 1 or 2 action steps that you could do to make that change. So for an example, that could look like sending your partner a little message saying, I'm thinking of you, or whatever, send them a picture, whatever you want to do. Or it could be leaving a little note around the house. And relationships, don't forget, is like all of your relationships, not just with a partner, but with your family, with your friends. So it could be booking in a catch up with a friend, it could be sending a nice message to your mum, like just one little action, okay? And for example, if your health and fitness was at like a 3 out of 4, again, looking for some small, easy to implement and really actionable steps that you could do to change it straight away. So I'm talking things like, it could be planning your meals the night before so you don't buy your lunch out. It could be taking the stairs instead of the escalator or the lift. It could be parking your car a little bit further from wherever you are so that you have a few more steps to walk. It could be tracking your steps that day. It could be going to the gym that day. There are so many things, and it doesn't have to be go to the gym 5 days a week and do 10,000 steps a day and only eat veggies and whatever. Like, you don't want to overwhelm yourself. That's the real key thing that I just really want to get through to you in this, is that it's small, easy to implement steps, because the biggest challenge I see with the majority of the women I work with is that they get overwhelmed because they're attempting to do too much all in one go. So we're looking for simple little habits that you can do straight away. We're not moving mountains, remember. And like I said before, no one has got a 10 out of 10 in every single area, because see what happens if you do reach higher and get to a 10 out of 10, there's another circle, there's always room for growth, there's always room for improvement, and there is not one person in the world that is a 10 out of 10 in every single area. If they say that they are, then they're talking shit, because there's just nobody like that, okay? So I want you to really spend some time on this exercise, really sit and think about what it would take for you to make those areas improve by 1 point only, okay? If you get stuck, I want you to post a little message in the group, or direct message me. If you're a bit shy to share with the group, you can just message me directly. I love hearing from you, and I'm so happy to help you with this. So if you get stuck, please reach out. And homework. Remember I told you that one lucky lady is going to win entry into the Confidence Academy and work directly with me to achieve your goals. So to be able to win, you got to really engage with the group. I'm looking for the person that's making the most effort in this challenge, the person that's really going above and beyond to connect with the group, to share what they're learning, and to really implement the steps that we're going through. So your homework is to do your wheel of life. That's what that circle is called that I showed you. And I want you to share a picture in the group, or again, like I said, if you're a little bit shy, you can message me directly. You'll still be in with a chance to win. And the other thing that I really want you to do is, if you think of any action steps that would help the other girls in the challenge, then please share them in the group, because we're all here to help and support each other, and it's so lovely to have you all encouraging each other and sharing your tips. I've got a really exciting exercise for you tomorrow, so I will see you tomorrow for day 2 of the 5-day Motivation Makeover Challenge.